Let me tell you about some of my wildest travel experiences. Each one was a roller coaster of unexpected twists and turns, but that's what makes them so memorable. The accidental glacier adventure. First up, Iceland. My friends and I decided to take a road trip to explore the Vatnajökull Glacier. We had our trusty map and a sense of adventure, but somehow we took a wrong turn and ended up on this super secluded path. After an hour of driving over bumpy terrain, we found ourselves in this breathtaking, untouched part of the glacier with no other tourists in sight. We were initially like, oh no, we're lost. But then we thought, hey, let's just go with it. We spent the day exploring these amazing ice caves, marveling at the pristine beauty, and even spotted an Arctic fox in the distance. Honestly, that accidental detour turned out to be the highlight of our trip. Sometimes, getting lost leads to the best adventures. The lost luggage lifesaver. Next up, Japan. Picture this. I'm in Tokyo and my worst travel nightmare comes true. I lose my luggage. I arrive with just my carry-on and the airline tells me my suitcase is still in another country. Frustrated, I decide to make the best of the situation and head to a nearby shopping district. As I'm browsing through a store, I strike up a conversation with a local who's fascinated by my predicament. She kindly offers to show me around and help me buy some essentials. Her kindness doesn't stop there. She introduces me to her friends, who take me to hidden gems of the city that I would never have discovered on my own. By the time my luggage finally arrives 3 days later, I've made new friends and experienced Tokyo in a unique and heartwarming way. The Serengeti surprise. Then there was the time I went on a safari in Tanzania's Serengeti National Park. We eagerly anticipated witnessing the Great Migration. Our guide, with years of experience, knew just where to take us for the best views. As we drove through the vast plains, we suddenly came across a pride of lions lounging under a tree. As we watched in awe, our guide received a call about a rare sighting nearby. We rushed to the location and were astonished to see a pack of wild dogs, one of Africa's most endangered species hunting in the open. The speed and coordination of the dogs were mesmerizing. The guide later told us that such sightings were extremely rare, and we felt incredibly lucky to have witnessed it. This unexpected encounter made our safari truly unforgettable. The Venice Vanishing Act. Finally, during a solo trip to Venice, I was determined to explore the city beyond its famous landmarks. One evening, while wandering through the labyrinthine alleys, I stumbled upon a small, unmarked door. Curiosity piqued, I pushed it open and found myself in a charming, hidden courtyard filled with locals enjoying an impromptu jazz concert. The ambience was magical, with fairy lights strung across the courtyard and the aroma of freshly baked bread wafting through the air. I spent the evening mingling with the locals, learning about their lives and savoring homemade Italian delicacies. As the night drew to a close, I realized that this serendipitous discovery was the true essence of Venice, far beyond the touristy canals and gondolas. The Parisian rooftop adventure one summer in Paris. My friends and I decided to experience the city from a different perspective, its rooftops. We found a local guide who promised an off-the-beaten-path tour. Climbing through narrow staircases and secret ladders, we finally emerged on a stunning rooftop with a panoramic view of the city. The Eiffel Tower glittered in the distance, and the sunset cast a golden hue over the Parisian skyline. As we enjoyed the view, a rooftop concert began on a neighboring building. The music, the view, and the cool evening breeze created a surreal and unforgettable experience. It felt like a scene from a movie, a perfect blend of spontaneity and magic. The Mumbai train surprise. During a visit to Mumbai, I decided to brave the infamous local train system. The trains were crowded beyond belief, but I managed to squeeze in. As the train chugged along, I struck up a conversation with a group of friendly locals. They were curious about my travels and eager to share stories about their city. Before I knew it, they invited me to join them for a traditional home-cooked meal. I hesitated but decided to embrace the adventure. That evening, I found myself in a cozy Mumbai apartment, sharing a delicious meal with my new friends. The warmth and hospitality they showed me turned what could have been a stressful commute into a heartwarming cultural exchange.